Hey everyone, Reid Henrichs of Ridge, and the purpose of today's video is to explain the different types of ARs. We've got three different barrel lengths. We've got a 16, an 18, and a 20-inch AR-15. We're going to explain the pros and the cons of each one, strengths and weaknesses. That way you can make a good choice on which one's best for you. I did one a couple of weeks ago on an AR-15, and the one that I like to do. But let's see which one fits your needs the best, and let's see what some good and bad are. Let's get right to the tabletops. Alright folks, as you can see, first one that we're going to talk about right here is the 16-inch barrel. Now this rifle right here, obviously it's the 16-inch barrel. It's a carbine length gas system, and what I mean by that is, as you can see from right here where the gas block is in the front all the way back, it's about here like this. This is the smallest of all the gas systems. It goes carbine, mid-length, and then rifle. Some people say, but Reid, there's a pistol length as well. Well, there's a reason why you don't see a pistol length one on this review, folks. They're just not reliable enough, okay? I would say go with a minimum of a 16-inch barrel if you're going to be using a rifle for self-defense and in your home. This is a good one. It's a 16-inch with a carbine gas system, as I said. Good thing about a 16-inch barrel, guys, and there are many good parts to it. As you can see, this rifle is small, it's compact, it's handy, very good for indoors, very good for CQB stuff like in your home defense situations. It's a good all-around rifle. What I like about it is that you can use it up close in your home, but you can still go out and hit targets at 200, 300, and 400 yards, maybe even beyond if you get some good training in there, and you can do that. So the good thing about it is that it's a good all-around thing. That's the pros of it. It's nice and handy, very well balanced. This is Patriot Nurse's rifle. This is her deal. All right, she's she's not strong, like us strapping guys are. Right, been in the dot mill and law enforcement, and this is our way of life. But yeah, this is a good all-around one. This is great for women. It's great for dudes as well. Hey, the lighter the better, I say. But it's good for a good all-around gun. Some drawbacks to the carbine and the 16-inch barrel is that of all these three types of ARs, this one right here, guys, is going to lose velocity the fastest, and it comes out the slowest as well. Home defense, not an issue. You still got plenty of velocity for that 5.56 round to be effective. And while we're on that topic, it's very important to understand that 5.56 absolutely needs 2,500 feet per second to do what that round was designed to do, and that's caused some serious tissue damage to the body, okay? Yeah, it's good to go. But what another drawback to this 16-inch barrel is as well is that of all the rifles down that you see in front of you, of all the three, the 16-inch with the carbine length gas system, it's definitely, not that 5.56 has a lot of recoil, because it most certainly does not, but of all of these, it's definitely it's got the most recoil. Not that it has a lot, but it has the most, which means your sights are going to jump around just a little bit on the target. So that is another drawback to it. But overall, a good choice. This kind of rifle will definitely be able to handle the majority of your situations that you'll find yourself in, either in your house and also out at the range and at distance. A good all-around choice. Alright folks, this here is your 18-inch barrel. This is a good all-around choice. I really like the 18s and the 20-inch barrels. I like longer barrels simply for the fact that they hit harder than the 16 inches. They do. They hit definitely harder when you start getting into 18s and the 20s. A lot of velocity on there compared to those 16s and those 14.5-inch barrels. I like a longer barreled rifle. That's just my preference, But those 16s most certainly get the job done. But since we're talking about the 18-inch barrel, what I like about this rifle, this is a good all-around, guys. This is definitely one of the more versatile choices that you can make on an AR choice. An 18-inch barrel is great. I'm really starting to fall in love with it. The more I handle it, the better I like it, okay? What I like about the 18, guys, is that it does hit hard at distance. I mean, it does. It hits almost as hard as this 20-inch in front of me here. But this 18-inch is very accurate, very effective. I also like it. It can be used indoors. It's only 2 inches longer than the 16-inch barrel, so not much at all. What I also like about this is this has what's known as a mid-length gas system. So it's kind of like in between a carbine and a rifle. And to me, it shoots soft. I mean, it seems like it shoots soft. Not that, like as I said before, that 5.56 has massive recoil. No, it's not that at all. It just seems to be a little bit softer shooting than that carbine. It seems to me that's the case. All right, and I've shot a lot of rounds in all of these. It's just, this one's got a lot less recoil, it seems like. Substantially less, actually. Benefits to the 18, you get the velocity. You know, it hits harder, it keeps that velocity up longer. I've made shots at 650 yards with this rifle, like every single time. The barrel is very accurate, and it's still got enough velocity on it out there to make a decent hit. What I like about this gun, as I said, is that gas system is getting a little bit longer. It's longer than that carbine. All right, I like a longer gas system. I like a mid-length or a rifle-length gas system. I think those are the best ones out there. It's definitely causes the rifle to shoot softer as well. What are the drawbacks to an 18? Well, it is a little bit longer than that 16-inch, so if you're using it indoors, you're going to have to be aware of your corners if you've got, you know, if you got to be doing that kind of stuff. Or, you know, that's the only drawback that I can see, is that the barrel's just a little bit longer. It's really not that big of a deal, but be aware of that extra couple inches, or you know, move your buttstock in a little bit longer, and that kind of mitigates that. But 18 is a good all-around choice, guys. I think that it's excellent, and more and more companies are offering 18-inch barrels in their rifles. All right, folks, that brings us to the 20-inch rifle barrel. This is probably my all-time favorite in an AR. I really like that long 20-inch barrel. I like it for a lot of reasons. I like the fact that this is a full-length rifle gas system, which to me, that's what the AR-15 was designed with. That's what old Gene Stoner designed the AR to do, is have that full rifle-length gas system. And I found, of all of them, that this one is the softest shooting of all. Well, and it just works. And I like about this as well is that this rifle has got that velocity. That 20-inch barrel is about the peak barrel on an AR for velocity. People say, Reid, well, if you got a 20, why don't you go like 21 or 22? Believe it or not, guys, like if you added more length to this barrel with the ammunition that I shoot, you'd actually start getting diminishing returns, which means that the bullet would either stay the same velocity as the 20 or even get slower. I know it's hard to believe, but it's true. Benefits to this, as I said, that softer recoil impulse. Not that 5.56 is vicious to begin with, but a softer recoil impulse. It's a very accurate gun. It is definitely a good tack driving gun. It's definitely a 1 MOA, 1.5 MOA gun on a bad day. But I also like this. Thing I gotta say about, what about that fixed stock? Hey, pick whatever stock you want. I like a good solid stock, but that's me. You guys pick whatever you'd like. What I also like about the full-length rifle gas system is that, you know, parts are readily available for all these, but this one for sure has a lot available. A drawback to it, of course, is that the 20-inch barrel is the longest. I mean, if we set these rifles up, and as I showed you earlier, if we set these up, you know, side by side, and if we put the length on there, you're going to start to see, you know, especially once we get out here, you can see the barrel length. And then, of course, you know, if we put this carbine length one in front here, you can really see the difference as far as length goes. You can definitely start seeing these rifles start to minimize themselves. But there's pros and cons to each of these guys. I wanted to give you my 2 cents on all these. They're all great choices. It's just pick the one that you're most comfortable with. Well, guys, as I said, there are trade-offs to all those. They're all great choices for rifles that you can pick. I don't think you can go wrong with either of them, but we all got our own preferences and we've all got our own needs. But I will tell you that no matter which rifle that you choose, no matter which barrel length that you go with, test your rifle before you trust your rifle. I won't use a rifle for home defense or personal defense unless I've got a few thousand rounds without a stoppage through it, okay? I just won't. That's my criteria. Yours may be different, but I can tell you that when you use these guns, you're gonna have to make sure that they go off each and every time. If you want to learn how to use that rifle, come on out to Valor Ridge. We'll teach you how to do just that. If you found the information in this video helpful, subscribe to the channel, like me on Facebook. That link is down below. This is Reid Henrichs with Valor Ridge reminding you, the lessons that we learn are written on the tombstones of others. We'll see you on the ridge.